Yo, good vibes to the Immaculate Collective, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy John from wherever you guys are checking in from across the world. I hope you guys are well. As you guys can tell, I am sitting in a car. I am currently in the middle of some suburb outside the city of Atlanta. Still on this Manchester United preseason tour. Still absolutely exhausted. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am pooped. But my heart is so full. My heart is so full. Something about preseason tours and me. I've just been getting blessed so much. Very emotional, very intense at times as well, but it's been a heart-filling, heartwarming preseason tour, and the vibes are great. And I filmed a bunch of stuff. I try to get some content to you guys in between all this, but I've had a bit of a shift in personnel change, and I've had to do a lot of these things on my own, and it's been quite an intense few weeks. Yeah, this entire summer has been crazy in all the good ways, but for me, something about Manchester United preseason tours, I feel the blessing so much. And every time I was either in New York or in Chicago or in Atlanta, every time I'm about, there's always United fans coming up to me, talking to me and saying all these incredible things. And yeah, I have a separate video which I want to discuss with you guys on that. So that's coming in the near future. I still have to finish this leg of the tour, and then we have to head back home. And then I have 2 days at home before I have to head back to Manchester. Sorry, that close-up looked crazy. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about something that's been on my mind, and I wanted to address it while the emotions are still here. And it starts with a story. It starts with me and a few other content creators not too long ago. We were filming content at a park in Brooklyn, and it's called Pier 5. So it's a beautiful, beautiful field in Brooklyn, and it overlooks the Manhattan skyline. It's like it splits, between us is the Hudson, and you just see the skyline. It's absolutely gorgeous. But we were there filming content, and in between one of the takes, we were catching our breaths. And there was a bunch of kids who were playing at the park, and kids, as they naturally are, very intrigued and curious at the sight of camera equipment, they decided to step up and come towards us and start asking questions to the other content creators. But me, being me, kind of just, relaxing, I noticed that there was, in the group of in and amongst the group of 7 or 8, there was one kid who was just kind of sitting on the grass behind the whole action, and he was just kind of chilling there, expressionless, and just, I guess also like me, relaxing. And me, being me, decided to go up to him and just strike a conversation. I was like, yo, what's up, my man? How you doing? And I guess I caught him off guard because, you know me, I'm a freaking big-ass dude just showing up. Like, what's up, my man? He probably was like, oh, whoa. But we had a great conversation. It was brief, but it was important because I couldn't remember his name. I tried so hard to remember his name. I tried so hard to remember whether he was in junior high school or high school. But it was either one of those, junior high school or high school. I'd like to think he was probably early years of high school, because it fits a little bit more in terms of the timeline in my head of how something like this must have made an impact. But we were talking about football, and I asked him, I was like, are you a good football player? Like, are you good? Are you nasty baller? And we just had a fun conversation. And then eventually it led to us asking him about who his favorite footballer was. Now, you see, the kid was Asian. And turns out he was half Japanese and half Korean. I asked him, I was like, who's your favorite footballer? And he said, my favorite footballer is Son Heung-min. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. What about other Asian ballers? Do you like anybody else? Do you like Mitoma? And he just straight up said, no, Sonny is my favorite. And I was curious as to why. I asked him, why is Sonny your favorite? And I was like, I thought maybe it might be because, the celebration or something else. But he said something that really kind of caught me off guard. He said, Sonny helps me in life. And I was like, what? How? Now, you see, when we play football in New York, I don't know how it's like anywhere else. But when Asians play football in New York in parks and public areas with other folks, we always generally get called Chino. Now, I don't necessarily think it's a means or an opportunity or an intention of any of these Spanish-speaking folks to be, racially discriminatory towards us. I just think that it's a cultural thing where they just call us Chino. Do I wish I wasn't called Chino? Absolutely not, because I'm Coreano, I'm Korean, but they call us Chino anyway. I got called Chino when I was a manager at a restaurant. I got called Chino playing soccer in the streets. I get called Chino all the time when I was in New York back then growing up. But I didn't think that his generation would also be getting called Chino. And he said, look, the craziest thing is I don't get called Chino. I get called Sonny. And that shocked me to the core. Because for him, he probably didn't like being called Chino. He probably wanted to be called something else or just didn't want to be called at all. But to be called Sonny made him feel good, you know? It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. The impact that Son Heung-min has had on a world stage, his loyalty, his sacrifice, his quality, his discipline. He's liked by so many people, and he is a damn good footballer. For him to have made such an impact, being one of the best footballers, a world-class footballer in the toughest league in the world, to be there for 10 years, Son Heung-min definitely deserves to be champion, and Son Heung-min definitely deserves to be loved. And Son Heung-min needs to know that his impact wasn't just Korea, wasn't just England, it was America, it was New York, it was Chicago, it was Atlanta, it was Los Angeles. It was everywhere. He helped put Asian footballers on the map. If Park Ji-sung opened the doors and helped set the pavement, Son Heung-min and the rest of the Asian footballers drove in a nice car and said, look, we're here to ball, and we can ball too, and we can hang. And Son Heung-min, boy, did he hang. I'm not trying to get emotional when I'm talking about this one because it shouldn't be something about me getting teary-eyed. It should be something about me championing Sonny, somebody who I love with so much in my heart. He put Asians on the map. He put Asian football on the map. To be able to score that many goals, a centurion in the Premier League, to have played in the Champions League, to have won the Golden Boot in the toughest league in the world. Sonny, you have done it all. I saw pictures today of him. I saw him crying. And it's emotional, you know, 10 years. I remember when Sonny was still kicking ball in Hamburg and Bayer Leverkusen, arguing about who's going to take the free kick with Çalhanoğlu, and then all of a sudden he's wearing a Spurs kit. And 10 years flew by. It flew by. I'm like thinking about it, like, where's the time gone? Where has the time gone? You know what I mean? And Sonny has been a part of my life and has been a part of Korean football fans' lives. It's been a part of Sonny fans' lives. It's been a part of Tottenham fans' lives. He is a Tottenham legend. He is a Korean football legend. For me, the conversation of Park Ji-sung and Son Heung-min is a conversation of difference between LeBron James and Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Park, for me, is the greatest Asian footballer ever. He might not have scored as many goals as Sonny. He might not have been as electric as Sonny, but his impact and the culture and his importance as a footballer for playing for the greatest football club in the world under the greatest manager ever, that cannot be downplayed. That being said, there's different ways to measure greatness. And for me, Sonny's greatness is just as important. Different kinds of impact, different era in which the impact was made, but an impact nonetheless. And for me, Son Heung-min will also be the greatest Asian footballer ever, if not the greatest Asian footballer ever. And I will never take that away from Park. I won't take that away from Sonny. And I'm so happy for Sonny because he should be leaving with his head held high. Never gave up on Tottenham. Never gave up on the Spurs fans. And they got to win a trophy, albeit at our expense. But winning a trophy nonetheless. And now he gets to leave. If he joins LA, I might have to move to LA. I don't know, y'all. If he joins LAFC, I just might have to. Maybe for a little bit, you know. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. And I wanted to say congratulations to Sonny. Son Heung-min, I love you so much. You don't know me, but I know you. I know you like the brother that you never had. What? I don't know if I said that well. I don't know if you know the... Anyway, I love you, Sonny. And I know a lot of Korean football fans and Spurs fans love you just as much. So, congratulations, and leave Spurs with your head held high because you deserve to do so. And go join LAFC or wherever the hell you want to join and enjoy the rest of your football career playing however you want, with whoever you want, wherever you want. So, I love you. I love you so much. Yeah? All right, I'm out of here. I'm being an idiot. These people are probably like, what the hell is this guy doing sitting in the parking lot just talking to a little camera? Anyways, I'm out of here. We got to go to the games. We got to go to more events. It's been crazy, man. Anyways, I'm out of here. Be happy, be healthy, take care of all your loved ones. And until next time, I'll see y'all's latest. Bye, everybody. Son Heung-min, 사랑해.